All right. This is fun stuff. Hey, good evening, bottom liners. Welcome back to the Bottom Line. Weekdays on Tuesdays through Friday on Bottom Line Podcast channel on my YouTube. On YouTube. So we're just going to get right to the point. I am a supporter. Well, let's say that this the topic of discussion. The topic of discussion is the Carolina Panthers. As a supporter, fans everywhere wanted Matt Rhule, fired 2 years ago. So, Matt Rhule just got fired from the Carolina Panthers today. And, are we I'm just thinking about how mixed is that feeling right now. Because, really right now, I'm just to a point where I think they should have moved on from him last year. And now that you got two quarterbacks down, you got Sam Donald on the injured list, then you got Mayfield on the injured list. Now you got PJ Walker, the only one left on the roster. So you got to go get another quarterback in the first place. So my question is now to the supporters, to the fans, this is what you guys wanted for real. What's the solution now? Because the Carolina Panthers are now 1-4, dead last in the NFC South. They have no sign of hope. There's no spark in them. There's no life. So who are you going to bring as a backup quarterback? Who are you going to go get the backup PJ? PJ's right now by himself. I know Mayfield is going to miss a lot of time with that boot that he has on his ankle. So Matt Rhule's gone. Steve Wilks is intern coach, which he used to be the Carolina Panthers defensive coordinator back in the day with Ron Rivera before he went to be the Arizona Cardinals head coach. So I'm just like, kind of like mixed in between because to fire him now instead of then last year really didn't make no sense. And then you gave up all these draft picks for Baker Mayfield. Is it Baker Mayfield's fault why they're the way they are? Why the offense is not doing what they're doing? I don't know. The chemistry is not there. He's new quarterback. So brand new team. He's not new to the NFL, as you know. So he's a brand new team player. And you got to understand, at the same time, what's the next move now for the Panthers? Like, what's going on? What's going to happen? What's going to be the move? Who's going to back up PJ? And my thing is, who's going to back up PJ to a point where they're going to be successful in winning games? 'Cause right now, they're disappointing. I'm going to be honest, disappointing. Not as a team, but I don't know what the game plan or what's going on. Are they happy? Are they fight for one another? Is there in a struggle between the offensive coordinator, the offensive line, the players? I don't know, man. I'm just to a point right now that, if they're going to get a backup quarterback, I'm just saying, they're going to get a backup quarterback. I think this is who they should bring in. And he might say no, but they should go ahead and get in the run with Cam Newton. What's going to hurt? Get what I'm saying? Matt Rhule's gone. Okay, Matt Rhule's gone. So I know Tampa, he's a winning owner. He wants his club to be a winning franchise. Carolina is a winning franchise. So right now, who do you bring in? I say Cam Newton. And Cam Newton to be the backup quarterback behind PJ, excuse me, keep getting his name messed up. Just go ahead and, bring him in. Then when you bring him in, at least you got a veteran presence that has been there, former MVP, and he's been to the playoffs, won some playoff games. He's still got something left in him. So I just think they should bring in Cam. Let me get a sip real quick. I think they should bring in Cam. So that's what I think. They should bring in Cam. And when they bring in Cam, it'd be, morale booster for the team, for the city of Charlotte. And, Charlotte would be, rocking and rolling because I heard rumors that, that that the season ticket holders took their tickets and sold them. If you could count how much red there was in the stadium, I mean red. I mean everybody was red. You hardly seen any blue in the stadium. I mean, San Francisco had so many fans in the stadium by themselves that no wonder it felt like a home game to them versus a away game. And no, I think it's the third home game this year that the Panthers has lost, as collective whole. And I don't know, man. I don't know the struggle behind the scenes, man. Maybe it was a coach, maybe it was a scheme. Maybe you took a college coach and trying to bring him to the NFL, and then trying to bring his method that he used for his turnaround, like Houston, Temple, and then Baylor. You know, trying to get him to turn a franchise around as ailing. You know, give me a sec. And then at the same time, I don't understand what's going on with him, man. It's just like, wow, what's the point? What's happening? And I just think, it's a lot of things that's going on as we speak. Because if they don't understand the culture, now the culture, what I'm saying, the culture of the game, they need to get a coach that's going to be like, you got Steve Wilks that's going to be the head interim coach right now. So what can he do to bring back the flavor? You get what I'm saying? What can he do? What can he do? What will he bring to the flavor? To the table. And that's what I'm saying. So if he's not going to unite the team, make the team spark, they need to do something right now. It's a long season. That's 5 games already played for the season. And I just think that he needs just to really simply, what I'm saying, just stick to basic football, get the captains online, get the team playing that camaraderie football, let them play as a team, let them as a family. I don't know what he could bring. I did like his defensive coordinator when he was there. As a head coach, now he's an interim head coach for the Panthers. What can he do? What can he do differently? The morale, see me as a person that loves morale, as a soldier, as the morale, as a platoon. When you kill morale, the platoon, you lost your soldiers, you lost your troops, you lost the people that you have. It's a morale low because they don't want to be there. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to fight for you. They don't want to work for you, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it's the same thing going on with the Carolina Panthers. The players just stopped playing for this man. They stopped playing for him. So I think that at the same time, if this is going to be the way it's going to go, it needs to do one thing, is to bring somebody going to get some spark. And I say Cam Newton. Yeah, I say Cam Newton. It has to be Cam. Who else is on the market besides Kaepernick, Colin Kaepernick? And then, he's blackballed as well. So, nobody going to give him a shot. And that's just the real, that's the bottom line, that nobody's going to give him a shot. No team is going to give Colin Kaepernick a shot right now, unless they really like, man, we need someone that can do something. I think Colin Kaepernick could do great things too if they bring him in, try him out, get him used to the program. But I just say this, because I'm not going to regress. I'm just going to digress and say that if they bring him in, he might do a good job because he's in phenomenal shape, but he needs to get back into football shape. So, is he an option as well? Sam Darnold is not yet to come back, and he's on the injured reserve list. And then here comes Baker Mayfield. He's on the injured reserve list. I don't know if he might play. I don't know. They got no other option besides PJ. So I think PJ can do it if he gets in the rhythm, get hot. I think the team really appreciates PJ. I think the team really, they gravitate around him, And if he slows down a little bit and actually play the game and see the defense for what it is, I think he could do some things too. So they have no choice to go with PJ. PJ is the only option, but who's going to back him up if he gets hurt? And that's why I say, if you're going to bring someone in, just bring Cam Newton, man. Charlotte, we'd be happy to see him. Maybe they part, what I'm saying? They might do something, spark some fire behind him, man. That's all I'm saying, man, because I think seriously right now, if Cam comes back, Cam has the opportunity to do some great things, man. He has the opportunity just to really, really push the team to another level. He has the energy. So what is the next step? And this is I want to hear from you guys as you watch this live, and those that are watching. Leave your comments below. Send me something, so I can understand. Get me to understand the next move, because I want to know your thoughts. I want to hear what you have to say, because I believe the Panthers, they're good enough to go to the next level this year. Because it's not over. They can still make it. They can still make the playoffs. It's just that they just need to win some games, man. They just need to win some games. And they're not winning the games because they're 1-4. So that's not bad. Now, it depends on the schedule. That's the only case that we got to say right now. So I just think that if you bring a firecracker into the team, because right now DJ Moore looks miserable, and Robbie looks miserable. Christian McCaffrey looks miserable, and they like, man, what is going on? What we doing? We need to win some games, and they're tired of losing. And who? I'm not saying that they're sore losers. They're getting tired of losing. This thing goes back to last year, man. 11-27 record Matt Rhule had, man. And so Matt Rhule he's the real problem, or was something else behind the scenes that made it unbearable for Matt Rhule. Matt Rhule had some ups and downs. There was sparks of fire then with Sam Darnold when he first came, and then it just trickled down. You had Teddy Bridgewater. You really didn't give him a chance to do anything. Once he started messing up, you just traded him immediately for Sam. And then Sam came, started 3-0. Then after that 3-0 start, implosion, man. And you got some studs on the Carolina Panthers. You got a team, you got a squad on defense, you got a squad on offense. Offensive line is not that bad, but they ain't protecting Mayfield that well this year. But who is to blame? Is it Matt? Is it Ben McAdoo? The offensive coordinator should have some responsibility in this too. I think they both should have been fired. If Matt went, Ben had to go too. Because the reason why I'm saying that, because Ben was with the Giants. You see what he did with the Giants. You see what his tenure with being the head coach was. He didn't have that much great success than Matt had. So my God in heaven. So you bring two people that had a least amount of success in the NFL as a head coach. And then here we go. Bam. They both on the same team. And then there's also rumors that, there was a little miscommunication, a little friction between them two as well. So I don't know which one is true. I don't know which one is really up to standard, really up to go. I'm just looking at the screen. So the thing is, which was true? It was the rumors between them? Was it sabotage to get him gone? It just have to be brought out to light, because as a supporter, see, if you look up here, you really can't see it. But I'm gonna move the camera. I just got the camera in the position when I had. I am a supporter of the Carolina Panthers. I'll watch them. See, I watch them more if Cam was up there. I'm just saying, if Cam was still on the team, I'll watch him more and just continue to just being honest. More electrifying, because I know Cam can win. He can still win. So I think y'all should give Cam a call right now. Cam went to Tennessee this past weekend with his family, with his children. Guys on his blog. Call him up. Matt is gone. Now let's talk about Matt Rhule. Let's talk about Matt. In college, Matt Rhule was strong. Matt Rhule did what he had to do. Matt Rhule tried his best to change a ailing franchise to a winning franchise. Did he do a bad job? Yeah, because he got fired. So, that's just me. As a fan of the sport, also as as a person that really understands football. Not in the pro level, because I haven't played the pro level, but that understands football, man. I think that if he had one more chance and select the quarterback that he wanted to select, I think it would have been better. I think it'd been better for him. I think it'd be better for him in understanding that what he had to do would have been better, suited for him, because he's trying to bring college atmosphere to a grown man's game. And some coaches can do that and be successful, some cannot. So when you have a quarterback let's break the quarterbacks down that they had the past 4 years. Okay. Let's start with you traded for Teddy Bridgewater. When you trade for Teddy Bridgewater, you only gave him a year. Then you benched him. Then here comes Sam Darnold. You trade to Teddy, got Sam. Sam started off hot, then they fizzled out. Then you had put PJ back in there. PJ had to do what he had to do. He still didn't win anything. Then here comes the second year of Sam Darnold. And he started off, I'm going to say, was it 2 years he's been there now or what? Regardless, he started off strong. And then here we go. You brought in Cam last year. You brought in Cam Newton. So when you brought in Cam Newton, because Sam Darnold was fizzling out, brought in Cam to get a spark, which he did. He won the first game, he came back. Then, Sam went down, you put Cam in. You didn't get opportunity to let Cam do anything, because he made one mistake, you pulled him. See, Cam had to get their football legs back, football rhythm back, and Matt Rhule didn't allow him to do his thing. So I'm just saying, man, Matt Rhule, he's the issue. Charlotte said he was. Charlotte got rid of him quick. Man, the fan booing him at home. You get booed at home. When you home and you get booed because of the lack of explosive plays, a lack of scoring, and you get booed, yeah, man, yeah. It's time for you to go. The city does not want you there no more. See, fans have a lot of power as well. So if they don't like the way a coach is doing anything to a team, guess what? It's going to be devastating for anybody else. And I'm just saying, man, I just going to say this. It's bottom line, man. I think it's a move that mid-season, though, maybe it's a great move. Maybe something else has to spark. Maybe Steve will come in and spark them up. But you need something now. You need an X factor. I'm not completely putting the blame on Matt Rhule, though. I don't know what's happening behind the curtains. So Matt Rhule, they give him his respect. He came in, he left a winning program, went to the Carolina Panthers and tried to change it around. And it started off promising. Then here we go. By 11-27 record, though, that's, it started off promising. He said it was. But you just let me know your thoughts about what they need to do next. Because I think right now Cam Newton is the solution. Cam Newton is the solution. Cam Newton is what you need. You need to bring him back. Let him finish his career with Carolina. Let him go back and start the game. Finish being the starter that he is and continue to thrive, learn whatever scheme they have, and let him come in with a veteran presence and let him continue to command the team. That's what I think. Matt Rhule's gone. So I think Matt Rhule was the one that hindered his play when he was there. But Cam said he's not coming back to a 1-5 team. So that's what he said. So I'm like, okay, he ain't coming back to 1-5 team. So, amen. Okay. So, well, an opportunity you're going to get maybe to play this year is like this, and the doors are open for you right now with Carolina. That's all I got to say, man. I think Cam should come back. And when you bring Cam back, you bring back, the heart of the team. You bring back flavor. You bring back the motivation. You bring back, you bring back, fire, man. You just bring back the energy, because yesterday was depressing, man. Looking at the stadium, it should be all blue, supporting your team. No, it was mostly red. It was bleeding. It was on the Bank of America Stadium. It was bleeding red. All the 49 fans came out. All of them. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, you couldn't do anything with them right now. And I'm like, Jesus, man, they gave up on the Panthers. They gave up on just coming to the season, man. Just season ticket holders. Like I said, this was a rumor that I heard that the season ticket holders sold their tickets, sold their season. If it's got to that point, and Jesus, man, you gotta do something to get back that money, man. I just think let Cam play. Let Cam do his thing. Let Cam do his thing, man. Because if you let Cam do his thing, I really believe that Cam could turn it around. Let him do his thing. With the team they got, Cam could do something with it, man. Cam knows DJ. He knows Robbie. He knows McCaffrey, Christian. He knows how to get to the tight end because he's a tight end quarterback. Short dump, long bomb. Short dump, long bomb, run. And he's a dual threat still. Everybody in the game is modeling their game after him. So the thing is, hey, Cam, is a pioneer of the dual threat quarterback right now. And that's what I'm saying, man. They have to bring back the flavor. So bring back Boogie. Bring back number one. Bring back number one, man. Bring him back. You know what I'm saying? Number one. Yeah, ain't talking about that dap, man. It's just bring back. He plays serious ball. That's all you got to do. Play some ball. Matt Rhule. I don't know, man. I don't know where he's going to go. Maybe, hold up, wait a minute. But there's been chatter in the sports world. Chatter, that he's a great candidate for some of these college teams that need head coaches that head coaches got fired from. So was it strategic? Was it strategy? Was it strategic? Was it strategic for him to get fired before he go back to the college ranks? Did he do it on purpose so he could? So I guarantee he's gonna have a job by tomorrow or by Friday. He will have a job. Trust me, Matt Rhule will have a job. He didn't cut it in the NFL, but he would. But the college ranks, he could do it. So he's gonna turn around his career and his life, and I think he's gonna prosper real good. He's gonna prosper real good in that department. And and I just think that if he honestly wants to do something, if he want to come back to the NFL, then he has to treat the men as men. You know what I'm saying? As men, because if he don't treat them as men, you can't treat them as children. So that's just the bottom line. You got to bring some type of other mechanic when it comes to the pro level, because you're dealing with grown men, 300-pound grown men, that lift up a tractor trailer. So that's a little joke. But I'm just saying, man. I'm drinking my water. I'm just saying, man. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And if you see on the screen, you see ldbmediacorp.myspreadshop.com. That is my merch shop. That's my merch store. So if you want to go by, and donate, and buy some stuff, this is where I got this nice podcast hat, bottom line podcast hat. And if you can't see it, I got the shirt. And the shirt, go up there, get discounts, man. Get discounts every day. And just go and just buy it. Just support the vision, support the Bottom Line Podcast. So weekdays, Tuesdays through Fridays. So that's what we do, man. And we had a bit long hiatus because we were transitioning to a new place, and God be the glory, amen. But the thing is, that's why I've been busy. So the thing is, but I'll be back on. I'm not done with the podcast, and I'm not done with the knowledge and everything else. But I'm just going to say, support the Bottom Line Podcast. That's where my spread shop. You go there. There's the address. Click on that. Support the vision. So bigger, brighter things is happening for the Bottom Line Podcast. And yeah, so there you go. You get this sweet merchandise. Just support the vision, man. We're going to be doing big things over here. So in conclusion, man, that's all I had to talk about. That's all I had to talk about. That's all I had to say. Because I just think that if Matt Rhule could do what he can do, then Matt Rhule just needs to regroup, man. He just needs to regroup. He needs to regroup. I think he needs to regroup. I think he needs time to be with his family, get his mindset in the right place, and just chill and relax, man. As a football, I say supporter, because I hardly watch any games so far. I watched one game. That was Sunday night, the Ravens and the Bengals. That game was boring. It was a real boring game. And I ain't gonna lie, I just think NFL is rigged anyway. That's bottom line for me. But listen here and there stories. Another segment I could just talk over for a long, long time. But I'm gonna do it today. I'm talking about Matt Rhule. He's out of there. So who's the next coach? Right now, Steve Wilks is this interim coach. But who's the next hot candidate to be the Carolina Panthers head coach for next year? What I was hearing, rumor mill again, that they're trying to get Sean Payton. Now, how odd would that be? Sean Payton, the Saints coach for all those years, now becoming the Carolina Panthers coach. I don't know. He might turn things around, man. He might could do what he got to do. Just give him a quarterback. I think he'll rip shop, man. He'll rip up shop. But do I want him as a coach? I would say no. I'm gonna say why? Because he's a former Saint. Period. He's a former Saint. Former Saint. That's all he is. A former Saint, man. Give me one sec. Yeah. A former Saint. And then play the Saints twice. So the thing is he gonna take all the stops and beat the Saints, or will he cater to the Saints and take the games and lose to the Saints? That's my mindset. So I don't know who's gonna get. I just know that you get somebody with some discipline, with some pizzazz, some spark to the players that they could relate to, they could play for, they want to play for, and that they can continue to move forward in their careers, man. Because they got some studs, man, in the team. One thing about Matt Rhule did, he got some great people, got some great personnel on the team. He got some great, players. So Brian Burns, leader of the defense. Shaq Thompson's still there. I appreciate that. But Dante Jackson's doing his thing. Dante, he's doing his thing. He's strong. He's strong in doing his thing, man. I just think that they just needs to bring in a quarterback. They need a quarterback. Just one quarterback. They need a quarterback that is strong. I think PJ right now could fit that bill to be a dual threat. But if they don't, that's not PJ's not who they want. Then they go who's on the market right now? That's what I'm saying. You got Fitzpatrick. If they get Fitzpatrick, can he do something? I think he could. But were he willing to unretire to come to the Panthers and play again? I don't know, man. Fitzpatrick, he's high, his IQ and everything's sharp. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. But Panthers definitely need a backup. Even the rookie that the rookie they got from the draft, Coral, he's hurt. So he could have been an awesome candidate to start. But he got hurt in preseason. So Carolina is just hurting all levels right now. I don't think they expected their season to be like this. I don't think they did. So I don't know, man. I just say as a supporter, I just think that, they listen to the fans already. Matt's going. So what did he bring actually to the table? And I don't say absolutely. I ain't gonna say that. He did bring something to the table. He got the team in a good shape. Last year there was number one and number two defense in the NFL mid-season till the second half of the season. So they never been number one in pass defense ever since they've been in the league. But last year they were for a certain little time. And then guess what? Now Matt Rhule's gone. He's fired. He's done. And right now he's I don't know what he's doing, man. I don't know what he's going to do. What college team he's going to pursue, become a head coach there. But at the same time, Matt, he brought the personnel. He brought some personnel, man. He brought the personnel. Personnel came, and I think that's the point. He did what he had to do, man. But the team is where it is now. He had a big part in it, and I think that if he gratitude, his record speak for itself. It wasn't a good record. He tried. This is his first dab. At least he had 11 wins. Most coaches didn't even get that. Some coaches get 0-16 or 1-16 record, and they still coaching in the league right now. So shout out to you, Matt. You did the job for 3 years. You tried. You did try. They were too nice and too conservative, and I believe that if you had another chance, I think you get a chance to do it. That's what I think. Just for a second. Oh, but I think Matt should have just called Cam and just told him to come on to the team, man. Yo, Cam, come on over. Do what you have to do, Cam, and lead the team, spark the team, get some wins. I think Cam would have brought some wins. Yes, I'm a Cam Newton supporter. Yes, I support Cam Newton. That's my quarterback till he retire. If he say he's done with the game, if he said that he's going to retire, okay, guess what? Cool, let him retire, and I'll just watch football just like it's a normal thing. But right now, since he's active, he retired. He's a free agent, and he's ready to play. And the team give him a chance this season. I don't care what team it is. The Patriots called him, and guess what? I didn't follow Carolina. I mean, I watched their highlights and see what they was doing. With Sam Donald, with all that stuff. But when he was on the Patriots, man, first year, I kept tabs with the Patriots. I watched pretty much the majority of the games that came on. We're able to watch on the TV, man, the tube. And so I followed Cam in the Patriots. I didn't say Patriots became my team. I just supported my quarterback. Man, Carolina brought him back, and I was super happy. I was ecstatic. I was on fire. And next thing I know, they treated him just the same way when he was up there this final year. Gave him the boot. And now he at the house. I think Carolina get ahead and call him and come on back. Temper, hey, call Cam. Excuse me. Call Cam, man. Cam is your answer right now. I think Cam Newton's going to help the Carolina Panthers. Whew. Because where this season going for every team, man, it's getting boring. See Tom Brady getting help. Oh, no, okay, it's about Matt Rhule, not Tom Brady. So let's keep it Matt Rhule. But I just think, man, if I don't know, I think Steve Wilks could do it. Steve could give him a jolt of fresh air, some fresh air, man. I think he can. I think he can do something great with them. He got a good squad, man. He got a good defense. They just need some mentorship. They need guidance right now. They need leadership. That's what the whole team needs, leadership. They need someone that's going to push him, someone that's going to give him like hope. You know what I'm saying? Someone that that's going to spark a fire in everybody, and they start playing for one another. Right now, they have no chemistry. They have no rhythm. It's like they're just out there again. Just, hey, I'm collecting the paycheck. Might as well just pretend to play. That's what it looks like to me. They're not looking like a team that people like. They're gonna win NC South. That's what they've been saying all preseason, even before the season started. Baker Mayfield's gonna come and he gonna meet them great. If he played at Baker Mayfield from 2020 or 2000, whatever the year he went to the playoffs, with Cleveland, if he played at the 2019 Baker Mayfield, Carolina's going to the playoff. They're going to the playoff. Right? No, they're not. Not how they playing right now. And look at their record. Atlanta got a better record than them. The Saints has a better record than them. Tampa Bay is number one in the division. I think it's tied with the Saints, I think. And those two right now are the ones going to battle for the crown, man. And Carolina going to do something right now and turn it around. So I think right now it was a good move. I think it was a good move. I think it was a good move for Matt Rhule to be, replaced and do it now than later instead of tanking all the way down. But now the team has to rally around, has to rally around. You know what I'm saying? Has to rally around. I just think right now they could do it, bro. I think they could do it. I think they got the strength to do it. They got the team to do it. Now, if they want to do things the other way, a different way, then guess what? Let them do what they have to do. But I just think the Panthers would be better off with Cam Newton. I guess, we'll turn this to a Cam Newton segment because Matt Rhule's gone. So there's nothing that's hindered Cam to come back, nothing to hinder Cam to really, do his thing. I think Cam could do his thing right now in the new system with a familiar coach, with Steve Wilks. He knows Steve Wilks from the past. They've been playing the same team. The formula, the whole routine. Ben McAdoo got to do something with the offense. Cam Newton, PJ, Cam Newton. I'm not saying that Cam should replace PJ right now, but I think that you need somebody to back up PJ that's got athletic mobility, great quarterback awareness, great quarterback, IQ that knows when pressure's on and leave the pocket and know how to get rid of the ball quick. Cam Newton can't do that. Yes, he can. But Cam Newton has to come back in a whole new system, and I think he would thrive. And Cam knows how to audible. Cam knows how to read defenses. Some people say he don't. I say he do. Whatever. I think Cam would be great. I think Cam would be great. I think Cam is the solution for the Panthers right now. If he can't come back and win games, if he can't come back and help them win games, I don't know who can. This year might be lost, but I don't think so. They only won 4. It's 18 games, so he's only played 5 games total. They got a chance to turn this thing around. They got a chance to turn this around. Looking at their schedule, I think their schedule tells a lot about who they play. The Rams next. I don't know. Rams lost twice back to back. I don't think they're gonna lose 3 times back to back. Just saying. I don't think they're gonna lose 3 times back to back. I don't think they lost 2 back to back. I don't think they're gonna lose 3 a third time. Not 3 games back to back. I don't think the Rams gonna do that. And 2 at home, 1 on the road. I don't mean 2 at home. They were both at home. They lost their games, and now I think the Carolina goes to LA. Yeah, man. Until the Rams come to Carolina, I don't have the schedule in front of me. No, I think the Carolina go to the Rams. I think Carolina go to California. I could be mistaken, but at the same time, I just think y'all know what they're gonna do, man. The Rams are hungry. The Rams are hungry, man. The Rams are hungry. They're thirsty for blood. And, losing is not part of their DNA neither. I think right now, if they just do what they have to do Just stay on board, man. Carolina could beat the Rams. I said it. The Panthers could beat the Rams if they play ball. If you got to have a spark behind it. You got to score points. You got to have a big explosive plays. You got to do what you got to do, man. I think Carolina could beat the Rams. The Rams ain't got no identity. They got no receiver size Cup. Cool. What Cup going to do? What Cup going to do? Nothing. Not against Dante Jackson. Not against Horn. No. It's free safety, strong safety. No. They just need a scheme. They need to throw the tight end. Rams got a hungry defense, and the defense ain't the issue with the Rams while they losing. Just bottom line. It's not the defense. It's the offense. And then if the offense get an identity and do things the right way, I just think that it's going to be a different ball game. I think it's going to be a different ball game. But you tell me, guys. You tell me. Maybe you're sweating. You tell me, man. You tell me. I really think they can turn the season around. But that's from a Panthers fan, though. You know, I'm a supporter. You know, they can turn the season around, man. They can turn it around. I really think they can turn it around. They can turn the season around, brothers. They just got to play ball, bro. They got to play ball. But look, Matt Rhule, he's gone. He's fired. So that's the topic. So we've done spoke enough about it. I think right now, I just think that direction that Carolina need to go is getting a veteran presence. Go and, you know, perform and finish the season out. You can still win. You just got to play together. Carolina, if you're listening, anybody out there from the Panthers Nation, if you're listening, you could win. You could do it. Trust me. Every game you was in the game. But besides this past Sunday, every game you lost, you was still in the game. First game you won, yeah, okay, but you were still in the game. But now you got to play the game like the game's supposed to be played, man. Bottom line. That is the bottom line. Matt Rhule is fired from the Carolina Panthers. Breaking news. Matt Rhule has been fired. So Panther Nation, what we doing? Are we celebrating? Are we devastated? Are we joyful? Or are we just waiting for the next coach to come in next year? Because Steve Wilks could do it. We'll see what the spark he brings. You know what I'm saying? Or they might bring him coach mid-season. Never seen that happen and done before in the NFL season period. It might happen, man. You never know. It might happen. They might just bring a coach and start from scratch mid-season. I just think we'll see what they're gonna do. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Steve's gonna finish the season out. But I think he's gonna be a winner, man. I think it's his opportunity, a second chance to become winner as a head coach. And like better team to do it than your old team you had. It was once part of that you know very well. But you and Ben McAdoo has to get on point, man. Because I think right now McAdoo needs to change his strategy. If he ain't changing his strategy, Jesus. I'm just gonna say one thing, man. Maybe need to fire Ben. You need to go too. What do you think? I think so. I think Ben need to go. He's a terrible coordinator. I mean, he was a terrible coach. See what he did with the Giants. Now he was the Panthers. I think it was a bad hire to hire him too. Dude got no winning record. Dude ain't as accomplished as a offensive coordinator, not to my knowledge. And I ain't seen nothing he done that changed anything. I think he was with the Giants. I think he was with the Giants and the offensive coordinator with the Giants and everything else. But yeah, at the same time, yeah. I just believe that he needs to do one thing. And when he do one thing, just get him off the team too and get somebody else that knows what they're doing. I don't know why I keep looking backwards. Okay, cool, man. Well, hey. 40 minutes. Hey, well, this has been a minute. Hey, expect a random, episodes, man, because I'm trying to get back on. Look, bottom line, I'm not trying to be nothing else than myself. I'm moving to a new location, just getting you guys a heads up. Moving to a new location, and we'll have some more podcasts, more episodes, more topics to talk about. The bottom line is that, this is what you get right now. I'm a green screen going, as you see. So you'll have a more vast, opportunity to see things. But we're gonna get creative with it. But hey, it's about Matt. It's not about us here. It's about Matt. But like I said, man, you guys been a great support, man. 1,000 subscribers, man, and counting. Over 1,000 subscribers and counting, and somebody's watching the show, so I appreciate it, man. If I'm saying something that's positive, saying something that you like and that's real, because there's real talk over here. Guess what, man? Hey, I appreciate it, man. Continue to support us, man, and I just thank for what you guys are doing. I think something strange happened today. I was trying to listen to my voicemail, to messages that was on the voice machine, on the phone. I think I accidentally missed a phone call or something, and somebody was talking, saying, "Hey, I watch you all the time, man." And I thought it was a part of recording, but I looked at the phone. The phone was on, so like somebody answered the phone. I answered somebody's call by accident. I didn't know it was a voicemail or it was an actual phone call. So all I did was just hung up, and then the phone was still there. I heard hello, hello, hello. I'm like, what? And I hung that up because I was kind of confused. But what I heard was, man, I watch you all the time. So I was just like, okay, 'cause I do have other channels. So to that person that if it was a bomber liner or LDBTV supporter, hey, if you're watching this, please forgive me. I didn't mean to hang up on you, or I didn't know how to connect back with you. But you leave your name and number, call back, or do something, or put you my business email, and just leave me what you had to say, and I get back with you, quick and swiftly, just like that. So yeah, yeah. Well, other than that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Matt Rhule got fired. What is your thoughts? To me, he didn't do a good job. 11/27 is unacceptable. Now he's at the house. But I bet you by Friday, he shall have another job. By Friday, he will have another job. By Friday, he will have another job. I'm telling you, by Friday, he's going to have another job. He's going to be in college. He's going to be somebody hot, too. And he's going to have great success. But in the NFL, he wasn't that good. Just like Nick Saban. Nick Saban brought that mess to the NFL and got kicked out of the NFL quickly. So now, look, you understand how the thing rolls and stuff like that. So I'm just going to say, you guys, hey, look, it is what it is. Matt Rhule, thank you for what you tried to do. But now time to move on. The Matt Rhule era is gone. And, you should have kept Ron Rivera, but Ron Rivera didn't have great success with the Commanders. So I think it was a good move to get rid of both of them. Ron Rivera is still one of my favorite coaches. John Fox is my all-time favorite for the Carolina Panthers. And Rivera came back and was a great successor. But the third one, we need a third successor because a winning coach, somebody with some winning pedigree behind them. But I just say that if whoever they get to be full-time coach next season, if it's Steve Wilks or if anybody else, I endorse them, to be, very creative and bringing in a great offensive mind that can orchestrate offensive plays to get them going. A little duck pass here and there, a little run here and there, that's not going to work for a team, especially the defense that they got and personnel they have on defense. And the offensive line ain't bad. You just ain't got you had the field general. You had a quarterback that tapped into their personality and get them going. So I just gonna say that I hope Carolina gets somebody that's gonna spark a fire, man. I'm saying that constantly, spark a fire, because it's time. It's time. Let's get back to the Super Bowl. It's time for Carolina Panthers to play some traditional football, smash mouth running and and passing, smash mouth football. But I think Steve gonna bring that. I think Speed gonna bring that flavor. No, Arizona Corners, his stint with them, man, he didn't have a great job. He didn't do a great job. But it wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. But there's a lot of buts. Here we go. But I think that would be, we're gonna call it a day. Love you guys. Well, thank you for watching the Bottom Line. Tuesdays through Fridays. You get what I'm saying here. You guys continue to stay firm, continue to stay righteous. And, look, Matt Rhule. That was the segment. He's gone. No longer. He's out of here. Finito. So who do you think should be the head coach of the Carolina Panthers? Who thinks should be the head coach of the Carolina Panthers going forward? Steve Wilks is the interim coach, but who should they pick for next year? Sean Payton or whoever's on the market. Who do you think should be the next head coach for Carolina Panthers and offensive coordinator? He should have been fired too. Give me your thoughts. But at least he's going to get $40 million because they still owe him his money. So at least he's going to get something out of the deal. But give me your thoughts. Leave the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and the comments. And just give me the topics you want to talk about, and we'll bring it up on the show. And we get busy, man. So from me to you, God bless you. The bottom line is Matt Rhule is gone. Carolina can salvage their season and get back on the winning track. That's the bottom line. All right, guys. You guys stay safe. You stay safe. You stay safe. And stay blessed. God bless you. Shalom. The Bottom Line, weekdays on LDB TV. Presented by LDB Media Corp.